What's up, everybody? And today we're going to be reviewing Diamond Select Taskmaster from Black Widow. I have been wanting to get this figure in my collection for a while, and now that I finally got it, I love it. There's a little print on the back if you want to read it. On the back is just basically a picture of him, and then you can see Black Widow right there. But overall, first and foremost, we are starting with the accessories. He comes with some hands, bow and arrows, sword, and the shield. This is how the hands look close up. He comes with 5 pair of hands. He comes with two claw hands, 2 holding hands, and 1 left fist hand. I really like the paint on these hands. They look nice. I like the way that they painted his fingernails, the little brace on the back of his hand. I feel like the little brace on the back of his hand could have been more shinier, but it's okay. The claws, I like the claws. I like how they got the tips to be sharper. I love the sharper tips, so when I make the stop motions, it can make it feel like he's climbing, but they look really nice. I like them. Now for the arrows, they're 2 identical arrows. They're about fingers length. They both have silver tips on them, and they got a little red piece at the end. I guess that's the part where he pulls on. I'm not too sure, but I like it. It looks nice. They look long enough to fit the bow, which is amazing. They're very flimsy though. This is the bow and arrow. I really like the paint job on this. I love the little orange variant that they did on this. It looks nice. The back piece doesn't really go out that much, but that's okay. I do like the arrow though. Next, we're gonna look at the sword. As I said about the bow and arrow, I really like the orange variant on it. It looks nice, and it brings out the sword itself, and it'll look great when I pose it. The shield is nice. I really like the little orange sign they got on the front. I do wish that the shield was a little bit bigger, because when I put it on the figure, it looked very small, and I didn't like that. But otherwise than that, this figure has some good accessories. Now it's time for us to look at the articulation. The head, it doesn't really move as much. It moves left and right. It doesn't look up. It doesn't look down at all. Well, it looks down a little bit, but not a lot. And they got a little head swivel, which is nice, and it'll be good for posing. Arms, they go out as they're supposed to. The arms can turn around fully, both sides. He is one jointed though, which I don't really like, because when I pose it, it doesn't really look too good, but that's not really a big deal for me. I can still make it work even though it's one jointed. Now the legs, they do have a little gap in between it, but I could just push that up. It's no biggie, and it's not really noticeable. The legs move forward, they move backwards. The feet move up and down. They move outwards. I think I said that already. I did have a little bit of trouble bending it, but with some hot water, I think I could loosen that joint up so I can bend it easily. Now for his ab crunch, it's very limited. He barely has one. I think it's because of the plastic, and it's hard plastic, so. But the figure is good. Now, these are the poses that I had put him in. It's not really a lot of poses that I could really do due to the limited ab crunch and the one jointed elbow. But otherwise than that, I still got some good poses, so I'm glad about that. Overall, I would say that this figure is amazing, and I'm so glad that I have in my collection. I would rate him an 8.5 out of 10.